You're not gonna believe this. I spent less than $45 for all these items at grocery outlets, so please join me. I actually spent $39.72 and saved $40.35. Welcome to The Bold Encourager. I'm Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just allows for my videos to get out to everyone. So today we are going over my grocery haul I got from grocery outlet. And I know sometimes there's deals there, sometimes they're not, but lately at my local grocery outlet there has been really great deals. A lot of times what happens is that the grocery stores that can't sell items that go to grocery outlet. But there's a way to save money and eat healthy at the same time. So I wanted to show you that. I'm going to do a comparison to the prices at my local Walmart or a local grocery store if they don't have this item at Walmart. And we're going to basically go over every item and do how much we saved. And also I'm going to share some recipes for dinner with you that you can use these items for. So, and I'll do some food reviews on some products that came from grocery outlet that you might want to know, is it good or is it worth it? I did get a good deal on them, so it's totally worth it, I think. I'm going to go over breakfast, what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and some food reviews there, and also share some recipes with you, some for lunch, some for dinner. So let's get into it. I'm really excited. It's going to be a fun episode, so please stay tuned. So for breakfast, I'm going to have these Oko's 000 yogurts. I know they're good. I've had them before. They're 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners, 0 fat, 15 grams of protein, and that's a good thing for when you're trying to eat healthy and lose weight and also just stay in a healthy lifestyle. So it's just going to be, these were 50 cents, and that is a great deal because they're usually in my local Walmart $1.34. So 50 cents, over 50% off. You're saving 84 cents each. That adds up quickly. And also on top of that, these were 99 cents, these strawberries, these frozen strawberries. And this was 99 cents for this silk oat milk. So really great options. I'm going to do the comparison with Walmart in the next slide. And I'm going to show you how much I saved on these items. Now I will tell you right off front, sometimes grocery outlet does have items that are close to the expiration date. But what's great about it is usually when you're trying to eat healthy, you kind of get your groceries that week, and fruits and vegetables go bad pretty quickly too. So you kind of just plan your meals accordingly based on what the expiration date says. Now, if it's a huge sale, like 50 cents for these, which is a big deal, usually that's when you can kind of tell they're close to expiration, right? It's worth it for the savings, and then also if you're trying to eat healthy, you know how costly it gets to eat healthy. So to me, this was worth it, and I hope you see the value in it as well. But this is what I'm going to be eating for 5 days for breakfast, and this I added because I figured this is perfect to add in your coffee. And it's oat milk, and it's very thick, and it's got the a good flavor, I think, too. And also strawberries. If I wanted to add strawberries to these yogurts or have them as a snack, they are just perfect for that. And they're frozen, so they last a little bit longer than fresh strawberries, and strawberries are my favorite. So that's what I chose for breakfast. So now I'm going to move on to lunch. This is my breakfast food price comparison, and I saved $9.50. Okay, for lunch, I got these items. So here's a cauliflower pizza bowl, and it's plant-based, and so I thought that would be great for lunch. This is also a plant-based chicken teriyaki bowl. This also is a tomato soup, and it is also organic. It's creamy tomato soup, such a great option for lunch. And then there's this meatless cutlets, chicken cutlets. And there's 2 of them here. So these are kind of my lunch options I picked out. I'm going to go ahead and try these during my lunches for the week. and I'm going to give you my review on them and let you know if it was worth it. They were really affordable, $1.99, $1.99. I believe this was $2.50, but I'm going to go ahead and put the pricing on the next slide, and then I'll do the comparison on how much I saved by getting at grocery outlet. Also, this was $1.99 as well. And so these items, most of them, well, they're all kind of plant-based. I'm not plant-based, but I figured, hey, these are great options for people that are plant-based, and I'm going to give you my review on them, if they're worth it, if they taste good. In my opinion, you know, the money I spent on it makes it worth it. But I'll let you know overall my truthful review on it, so you can decide if you want to get them too. But yeah, some really healthy options, even if you're not plant-based. I mean, sometimes I like the taste of plant-based things too, so it doesn't hurt to try them out and have a healthy meal for lunch. And so I'm going to give you throughout the week these reviews, and I'll let you know what I think. Some of these items, like this tomato soup, I might use for actually dinner as well, but mainly for lunch. But I will also have other items I might incorporate into lunches and dinners together if it requires it, right? And so, but these are just what I picked off the back, and I like to make recipes as I go, so it's a little bit more spontaneous with my cooking, just so you know. But now let's move on to dinner. This is my lunch food price comparison, and I saved $10.52. So these are the items I got for dinner. I think that they're great items. And you can also kind of mix mix with lunch. It's usually something you do, but you kind of go a little bit more, extreme. You kind of do a little bit more for dinner versus lunch, just because a lot of times you're working and you just want something quick. But for dinner, you might do a little something more just because you're like, I want a little bit something more substantial. So I got, for sauces, but Your Mama's honey balsamic dressing and marinade. I got this Greek dressing and marinade avocado oil, Primal Kitchen. You'll be shocked at these prices for these. Also mixed vegetables. Always want your veggies, right? Green beans. Zucchini spirals are a great option. There's this rice cauliflower blend, butternut squash, and then also I found this miso brown sugar pollock in the frozen section. A lot of items in the frozen section, because it goes, lasts longer too. Some turkey bacon, great option. Also fresh turkey sausage, Italian style. I'm going to use it kind of like as a ground turkey meat for some of my main dishes. Also, Cornish hen. This is going to be a lot of fun to work with. These Bershon bites, a little cheese that you want option I chose. And this cauliflower pasta. So pasta made out of cauliflower. So this is going to be really fun, putting some really healthy but delicious meals together. So please stay tuned for those particular recipes. This is my dinner food price comparison, and I saved $20.33. For a total, I saved $40.35 and only spent $39.72. So I just heated this plant-based chicken teriyaki bowl from Tattooed Chef. I went ahead and heated that up. Only took a few minutes, and I'm just kind of letting it cool down a little bit. But this is plant-based, so let's give this a try. There's chicken in here that's plant-based. I love teriyaki on my food, so this should be good. And it usually gives a little bit more flavor if you're going with something that's a little bit more healthy or plant-based. So let's give it a try. I would say this is really good, especially being plant-based. There's little tiny pieces of plant-based chicken, so there's not a lot of meaty chicken there. And sometimes, with plant-based, it can make it they can make it taste like chicken. So it's tiny with the chicken, but the veggies and also just like this cauliflower, riced cauliflower is really good. You're not missing the rice, surprisingly. And it just has the flavors go well together, the sweet, the salty. So overall, I really do like this one. I would give this one an 8 out of 10, and I would definitely eat this again, even though it is plant-based. Great meal for on the run when you're just wanting something quick for lunch and you're trying to be healthy. So I would recommend this one actually. And I paid a good price for it, so I'm not mad. So now I'm going to try this Tattooed Chef Cauliflower Pizza Bowl. I'm excited to try this. The other Tattooed Chef meal was actually really good. So hopefully this is just as good as the other one. This is plant-based as well. I'm not plant-based, but I was just excited to try these products for you just in case you are plant-based or you're just looking to be healthy or you just want to try this product, whatever you want, however you want to look at it. So let's give this a try. So this is plant-based, but it has a very cheesy flavor to it, and also it has these, they're plant-based pepperonis, so let's just give them a full try. You can taste the cheesiness, the pizza flavor. It's got like a pizza seasoning. The cauliflower is very well cooked. The pepperonis don't taste plant-based, by the way. They taste pretty close to pepperoni. I mean, they're not exactly like pepperoni because, you know, pepperoni is really, it's in its own category. It's really good. But it tastes like pepperoni. I mean, I liked the other one yesterday, but I like this one even more. So I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. Would recommend this for lunch. I mean, I'm not plant-based, but I would still eat this. And it has all the flavors that you would want in a pizza bowl. So I don't think you're lacking anything here. And it's definitely low in calories, 230 calories. So if you haven't tried this, I would recommend it. It has a good flavor and definitely is not going to make you feel like you're missing out on the meat. So highly recommend. For this lunch, I'm making the plant-based chicken with tomato cauliflower noodles. So I used the corn chicken meatless corn cutlets. This is actually really tasty, by the way. It had the spicy flavor and it just cooks very well and is very crispy, so I highly recommend. And this is the creamy tomato soup that I'm using, and I had already made from dinner previously some cauliflower noodles, and they just were covered with some tomato sauce, which I added a little bit more of the tomato soup, I should say, not sauce, and put in the bowl. And now I'm gonna add the remaining ingredients. I put the corn chicken, plant-based chicken, in the air fryer for about 12 minutes, cooked it on 6 minutes on each side, and I put it preheated at the temperature of 375. So it turned out really good, and when it was finished with the air fryer, I went ahead and put the plant-based chicken on top of the noodles, and it paired very well. It was very easy because I had these leftover noodles, so it just made it easier, but it looks amazing and tastes just as amazing as it looks. So for this lunch, I made a plant-based chicken with zucchini noodles, and I used tomato soup again. So I wanted to complete these lunches with the chicken cutlets. So I had also the cheese that I got, the creamy tomato. I'm going to also use the turkey bacon and also the zucchini noodles. I had used some for the dinner prior. I'll get to the dinner recipes after this, after the last lunch recipe, which is I have one more. And so I took all these items to make this delicious, scrumptious lunch, and I think you'll enjoy it too. It's very easy to make. You just basically cook the zucchini noodles until you get rid of all the water underneath. I cook it in a little bit of margarine, but you can use butter. And then I also kind of simmer the tomato soup just to thicken it a little bit. So I just let it sit for a little while till it cooks down a little bit more and it becomes more of like a sauce. Then I put the zucchini noodles on the bottom, put the chicken cutlet, basically the plant-based chicken on top, put this the tomato soup that I've cooked all on the top of it and on the bottom of it, and then put the little cheese on the top. And it turned out tasting so amazing. You would really love this. And then also took basically the turkey bacon and put it on top of the sauce to finish it. The turkey bacon was cooked in my air fryer at 360 degrees for about 10 minutes, and it becomes really crispy and tastes more like actual bacon, so it tastes really great. I recommend it. For this last lunch, it's probably the easiest lunch you can make. It's tomato soup with turkey bacon. So I went ahead and I'm going to just use this creamy tomato soup and just warm that up, and then also take the turkey bacon, put it in the air fryer. You of course can put it on your skillet, but I love it in the air fryer at 360 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. It comes really crispy and actually tastes more like, your typical pork bacon. Really good and easy to make. Then you put the warmed up tomato soup in a bowl and top it with the turkey bacon that came out of the air fryer or skillet, and it is so delicious and easy to make. Now we're going to make dinner recipes, and these are going to be really easy and delicious to make. So the first one is the turkey sausage and tomato veggie noodle recipe. It requires these ingredients: the creamy tomato soup, the Italian fresh turkey sausage, the Bershon cheese, and then of course the cauliflower noodles, which are our veggie noodles. First, start off by making your turkey sausage patties, so they kind of look like hamburger patties. And then you're going to go ahead and put your tomato soup with your cheese in a saucepan. We're going to kind of thicken the sauce with that, and then you're going to have your turkey sausage basically frying in a pan next to it. And then you're going to start up your noodles and get your noodles going and boiling your noodles until those cook. Cook it according to what it says on the box. You want to check on your turkey sausage patties. They're going to look like this. Very nicely browned and delicious looking and ready to go. Of course, you're going to check on your noodles and make sure those are cooking until they're fairly softened. And then your sauce is going to kind of boil, and that's how it's going to thicken. When you're done, this is what your noodles will look like, and they're ready to be put on your plate along with your sauce. Will be a lot thicker from the cheese and simmering for a while. And then you're going to go ahead and plate your food accordingly. So I went ahead and put the noodles on the bottom with the sausage on the top with the sauce on top of that, and of course my cheese on this, just decorated nicely. And it was delicious. It has that creamy tomato flavor. Of course, you've seasoned everything as you're cooking it. I love to season the meat, the noodles, and everything included, so that it tastes really, really good. In this recipe, I'm making miso pollock with butternut squash and green beans. So you're going to need green beans, of course, and these butternut squash, and of course the miso pollock. So it's already marinated for you. I put this in the air fryer. Also, you can put it in your oven if you like, but I air fried mine just because it's kind of an easy fish that kind of falls apart a lot easier. And this is the Yo Mama's honey balsamic vinegar. I'm going to be using this on my veggies to give them a good marinade and give them a little bit more flavor. So it should pair very well with the green beans and the butternut squash. So I put the pollock in the air fryer for about 12 minutes, 350 degrees, And then I went ahead, while I was waiting for the pollock to get done, I just went ahead and put my veggies in a saucepan with a little bit of margarine. You can also use butter if you'd like. Margarine's just a little bit cheaper, that's all. And then you're just cooking them slowly. And of course, you season everything. Always season your vegetables and your meats and everything. The pollock was already well seasoned, so didn't really need much seasoning, just maybe a little bit of pepper. And this is how it turned out. It was very delicious, very easy to make. Didn't take that much time at all. I'd say about 15 minutes total. And you have yourself a delicious dinner. So this is the Turkey Bacon Zoodles with butternut squash. You're going to need your turkey bacon, which you're going to put into the air fryer about 360 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Your butternut squash, your zoodles or zucchini spirals, and of course your Greek dressing marinade. Of course, the bacon, the turkey bacon, you can cook on the skillet, but I prefer to put it in the air fryer just because it makes it more crispier. So if you have an air fryer, use it. If you don't, you can always put it in the skillet. And then you put your zoodles with your butternut squash in the pan. You're going to cook this in some butter or margarine and cook it to it's nice and basically the liquid is getting soaked up by letting it cook. Of course, your bacon is cooking meanwhile either on a skillet or in the air fryer, and then you're ready to put everything together. It's a very simple recipe. You're going to put your zoodles and butternut squash. You're going to take your bacon that you had cooking in the air fryer or the skillet, and you're just going to take it piece by piece and just surround your zoodles and your butternut squash with it. I cooked about, I would say, 10 slices of this because it was the main protein, but you can do whatever you want with it. I mean, it is depending on how much protein you require. I am definitely one that requires a lot of protein, otherwise I'm really hungry. So as you can see, I just added a ton of turkey bacon to this recipe. I finished this recipe with cheese and the Greek dressing, and it was absolutely amazing. I sometimes am surprised how good these things turn out. So this recipe is the air fryer Cornish hen and veggies. So you're basically going to need this Cornish hen and this butternut squash remaining amount, and also the mixed veggies. Also, I'm going to be using the balsamic dressing and marinade, yo mamas. And now we're going to go ahead and take the Cornish hen and put all the marinade on top of the Cornish hen. Basically spread it out before putting it in the air fryer. In the air fryer, you definitely want to preheat your air fryer to about 375 degrees, and you're going to flip it towards you're going to have it up facing upward for 20 minutes and then facing downward for 10. So it's going to cook a lot faster in your air fryer than your oven. Oven is probably going to be 45 minutes in a preheated oven, but you can do either or. I just decided to do the air fryer because I've never done it this way before, and I thought it would be something new and interesting to see how it turned out. So then you're going to go ahead and move forward with marinating your Cornish hen, and this is what it's going to look like. Now that your air fryer has been preheated, put it in the air fryer that's preheated at 375 degrees, and you're going to put it facing down for 20 minutes. After it's been cooking for 20 minutes, then you're going to face it, flip it over, have it on its back, and now you're going to cook the other side for 10 minutes at 375 degrees. While you're waiting for your Cornish hen to cook, you can go ahead and cook your veggies. I like to cook my mixed veggies with the garlic seasoning and some margarine or butter. And then once that
Cornish hen comes out looking like this, I just kind of baste it with a little bit more of the balsamic vinegar, and then I go ahead and just add the veggies to the plate. It's an easy meal, quick, especially when you're busy, but tastes delicious and is very easy to make. This is the last recipe, and we will be making fried turkey bacon cauliflower rice. So you're going to need the rice cauliflower blend and the turkey bacon, of course, the Greek avocado oil dressing, and also the Bershon bites. So these are going to be really great together, and we're going to enjoy making this because it's very easy to make and delicious. So first off, you're going to go ahead and put your riced cauliflower in the pan and cook it in some butter or margarine, whatever you have. And of course, you're going to cook it to its nice browned color. Also, you can add a little bit of that Greek dressing into it towards the very end so it cooks into the flavor. And then once it's cooked to your liking, you can go ahead and put it on the plates. Of course, my turkey bacon has been cooking in the air fryer as previously, and it is now time to put it on the plate with the riced cauliflower and top it with our Bershon cheese. It's very easy to put all together. Just kind of design it the way you want and make it look pretty, and finish it with a little bit of that Greek dressing that you've probably already added in the pan. Well, I hope you enjoyed this grocery outlet haul along with the recipes and the food reviews. I hope you really enjoyed it enough to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out and it doesn't cost you anything. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you stay encouraged.